Okay, so this is the All Crack No Crap podcast.
Are we doing this for real now? We're not testing.
No, we're not testing.
Oh well,
now.
this is the All Crack No Crap podcast.
You do that way better than I do.
Oh well, thank you.
Excellent.
Thank
yeah,
you.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
Callum. This is Paul.
Yeah.
I don't know why I did hand gestures.
No, just just hand gestures.
Hand
there,
gestures.
you know.
We're going to do this entire podcast in sign language.
Over a microphone.
Yes, with no visuals.
Yeah, no visuals at all.
Easiest podcast ever.
Yeah. I mean, it would just be 2 hours of silence.
It'd be 2 hours. It's not going to be 2 hours. This.
I mean, I'm really hoping it's not 2 hours. But
I think we're going to run for a run time of 30 to 45 minutes.
yeah, I think
Piece.
that's our main plan. And like, all
We'll
we're
see
gonna.
how it goes, I suppose. If we get really into it, and it's an hour. It's an hour.
Well, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I mean, people will listen for an hour.
If it's good, yeah.
If it's good, yeah. I don't know if it's going to be
turned
good.
off already.
Yeah. But basically, we're just going to sit here and talk crap. We've got a few planned episodes.
But this first episode's just going to be a welcome to the show type deal.
Yeah.
So, yeah. So it's difficult to do welcome to the show. Who are we? Because I could ask questions about Paul, but we were talking earlier because this is our second go at recording this first episode.
Because we couldn't work out how to operate a microphone.
Yeah, we were recording from his laptop and not the microphone, so I was basically mute the entire time. So, what was I going to say? Oh yeah, we worked out on the first attempt at this that we've known each other 10, 11 years now.
Yeah, so somewhere around there.
So
a long time that makes me feel very old.
yeah, I know, because I reckon I was 13 when I met you, and I'm 22 now.
Yeah. Oh, I would have been about 14, 15,
I might have
I'm
been
25.
12. Yeah.
Yeah.
I might have been 12. I don't know.
Well, if I was in year 9, you'd have been in year 7, so you would have been about 11, 12.
I don't think I knew you in year 7. I could swear it was year 8.
Probably was.
I could swear by year 9. I could swear blind to it.
So we've known each other a very long time.
Yeah,
so doing
so-
a get to know you episode is going to be difficult.
Yeah, because I don't know. I can't get to know him again.
No. I did offer earlier. I've got a coffee mug right here. I could just give him a good old whack, bit of amnesia. Definitely get to know each other then.
Yeah, that's the best thing about. I'm going to do the joke again. That's the best thing about having amnesia and dementia. You get to meet a new person every day. We like dark humour.
We
on
do
this
like
show.
very dark humour. Yeah. So I asked Callum earlier on. I'm going to ask you again now. The question. So, being an atheist, if you had to believe in any god, right? Just you have to believe in any god or group of gods. Which one would you believe in?
What did I answer on the first? Because this is why it's a bit crap now, though. Because we cocked up the first attempt at this podcast. I've already heard the question. This was going to be a blind to good question type deal, but I think I eventually came round to Stan Lee, didn't I?
Yes, you were going to worship at the altar of Marvel. Yes,
Because
that's correct. Yeah.
it swung its way around. It's like, okay, I can't pick Buddhism because they don't have a god. Oh, Sikhism, they carry knives, the men do, and then Paul called it a cuck thing or something like that.
Yeah, it's cuckery. Yeah.
Cuckery, and I didn't like the name.
Yeah. Callum doesn't like being a cuck.
No. So then you mentioned Norse gods, and it made me think of Thor. So I was like, oh, just pick Stan Lee then.
Yeah. Because just Norse mythology, I really like it because the gods are just. I said realistically, they're just people that eat apples that make them immortal, and like they're not all powerful. They're just like vengeful and assholes.
Not unlike some other gods we could mention.
Yes, exactly. Yeah, and I think we mentioned the theory that like Loki is the Christian god. Like Ragnarok has happened.
We did.
Yeah. Loki.
Ragnarok could have been the flood.
Yeah.
This is assuming that it's happened, and there's actually no evidence for the flood.
No. So actually, this is brought up by the guy I was saying I was watching. I mean, he's only doing it as like a sort of joke, I think. But he said that like in the Bible, there's a race of giants essentially.
Right. We would
And-
have evidence left over if there were a race of giants.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, he was saying about evidence in the Bible for like people being like a race of giants, and the flood could have been to wipe out them, and so like
The flood would have killed. If you bring on a flood to kill the race of giants,
Yeah,
all
yeah,
us
yeah.
little guys definitely die as well.
yeah, but Jotnar,
Jotnar.
yeah, the Jotnar are a race of giants in Norse mythology.
Oh right.
So
okay.
that the flood was part of Ragnarok. It was part of like.
Are they ice giants by chance?
Yes.
Ah, they're in the Thor film.
Yeah, they are. You know. There you go. So you know about the.
I know
Jotnar.
what the Jotunheim.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah.
I'm a big comics nerd. I was going to say Marvel nerd, but then I'm a DC nerd as well. So just comics nerd covers it.
I think it does.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we've now got through what we discussed in in the
wait.
first 20 minutes.
Okay.
About 5.
Yeah, cool. So that's better then. This
Yeah,
is much better. Off to a better start. But I'm going to change my answer from Stan. Well, not really from Stan Lee. I was going to say Khonshu. The
Egyptian god. Yeah.
Everyone's seen Moon Knight. Yeah.
They're quite good actually as well.
Egyptian gods are quite cool.
I think the ancient religions were way cooler than the
They're
modern
much
ones.
more creative with their mythology.
Yeah. And like the modern religions are just like, oh yes, we shall adore thee and all that, and like the ancient religions are like, no, I'm worshipping this god because he's gonna smite you down and kill your fucking god. Like fuck
God
you and
has
your
a
god.
bigger dick than yours.
Yeah, exactly. I think there's like a lot of that, which is really cool. I think.
I don't know if we're gonna have to bleep swearing or not.
Well, I mean, we'll upload this as the first episode, and if it gets striked, we know we need to bleep it.
Yeah. Okay.
Apparently, you can upload to Google Podcasts for free as well.
May as well throw it on there then.
Yeah.
Can you upload? I don't think you can upload to Spotify for free though.
No, I think that costs.
Oh, right,
Yeah.
I have to download Google Podcasts so I can listen to this then.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah,
because I hear it on YouTube.
I feel like we need to just like all bombard PJ with messages so that he can put Just the Tip onto Google Podcasts.
Or Spotify. That'd be better for me because I've got Spotify.
Yeah. Just
you mentioned Just the Tip there. Like, what podcast do we listen to? Well, the both of us listen to Sergeant Ducky, the Magic Skeptic, and Just the Tip.
Yeah.
And I think they're fucking excellent.
Yeah, they are. They're brilliant, and you'll see some inspiration in that. It's certainly in there.
Oh, for sure, especially from Magic Skeptic.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're ripping them off.
Yeah, essentially. Yeah. Hi, Ducky. If you're listening, which
he's not.
You're not listening. But thank you very much for all the content that we are going to steal.
Steal is the wrong word. Appreciate. We appreciate it. I don't know if that's right either. I don't know if we should cut this entire section.
No, I think you need to come this way a bit as well.
Do I need to come this way to be... Hello, am I audible? That looks alright, okay, yeah. Leave that in, that's us working it out.
Yeah,
We've just been sat here for 20 minutes just going, oh, am I alright here? Oh, I'm better over here. It's not even recording, is it? No.
Yeah, so we've taken a while to sort of work this all out.
Yeah, we sat down, we spoke for 40 minutes, recording through the laptop, not the microphone. So you heard Paul, and I was mute.
Well, I mean, is that...
It looks better on the screen now.
Is that anything new? I mean, your ability to communicate, you might as well be functionally mute.
Yeah.
Oh, I couldn't help that one.
Yeah, no, that's right. That would be, if I was functionally mute though, I'd make a killer podcast.
Yeah.
Just ambient noise.
Mm.
I think that's what podcasting is for a lot of people. It's just like they just put it on the background while they're cleaning their house, driving in their car, and they just don't want to sit in silence.
Yeah. Don't get distracted.
No.
Watch out for brake lights.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh, watch that guy, Christ.
So we've been recording for nearly 10 minutes. We said nothing.
Said nothing in 10 minutes.
Yeah, we basically said nothing.
Oh right, okay. Well, we're really eating into the runtime then.
We are, aren't we? Okay. Yeah, doing really well there.
So, what's been your experience with YouTube so far?
With YouTube?
Yeah, what you've done things on YouTube before.
Yes. So we're gonna do. We were talking about the next episode. We might do an episode where we react to some of my old content. I'm not going to do too many spoilers.
I react because I haven't seen it.
Yeah. Although, to be fair, I haven't really seen much of it for the past few years.
Oh, okay. Well, you get to relive.
Yeah, I get to relive the moment while you react to
Christ.
it. The thing is, so I'm now an atheist, and some of this content is like deeply theological and like ministry based. So that's going to be interesting to say the least.
if anybody has heard of the Magic Skeptic, though, I did send him a couple of videos of yours to do as a video on his Patreon.
Yeah.
So, if anyone has heard of those three guys we were talking about earlier, that'll be coming soon.
Yeah, that will be coming soon. I'm looking forward to that. That's going to be funny.
That's going to be
I'm going
hilarious.
to have to listen to that at work.
He did send me a message, actually. I didn't open it yet. That was yesterday. That's really bad of me. Oh, dear.
Whoops.
I'll look at it after we finish this.
Yeah. What else are we going to talk about? Oh, yeah, so we went back and we looked through one of my old channels, which is called Winged Gaming. Good luck finding it.
Yeah.
So we're going to react to some of that content as well. So we've got a bit there to look at.
And as far as my experience with YouTube so far, we do a lot of rock climbing, and I record it and I put it on my private Instagram page, and I just thought it'd be fun to make a compilation out of all of it, and I've got like 6 videos so far. They're not doing too badly considering like they've all come out. I've been doing it 2 weeks, I've done 6 videos. One of them hasn't hit 10 views yet, and you know, for a channel that's 8 subscribers, I don't think it's too bad. One's nearly at 30.
Yeah, I mean, it's not a hugely problematic thing if those are the view figures you're getting, because I mean, especially looking at 30, I mean, I know it was the fails compilation, but
yeah, no, the one that's done 30 views, or no, I think it's on like 27 at this stage. But yeah, it's both of us being shit at climbing, and it annoys me because the one that came out before that was about the boardroom, and I was really proud of that.
Yeah.
The
that
Seco
was really
block
good.
was amazing,
Yeah.
and it's only done half as well.
Yeah.
So I'm kind of pissed at that. But,
Yeah. We've definitely got to go back though again.
I'm sure we will at some stage.
Yeah. I think we need to start recording videos on my phone as well.
So it would look better on there.
Yes, it's going to up the quality for that channel.
Yeah, well, I'm going to get a better phone soon anyway.
Yeah.
But no, I was just doing videos to me Instagram for fun. I didn't care about quality. Just like, oh yeah, look, I did this thing, and it's up my private Instagram. So like only my friends can see it, and people I know. But then I just decided to put it on YouTube for fun. But yeah. So anyone can see that.
We had another idea as well to so Callum knows little to nothing about cars and bikes.
Yes.
And I'm a massive
I know
petrol
how
head.
to drive them.
Yeah.
Which is funny because you're the petrol head. You don't have a car license.
No. I don't even have my full bike license yet. I'm doing that in the next year.
All right.
Obviously, my new promotion, I'm going to have a lot more money, so I'm going to be able to afford to get that done pretty quick.
Yeah, that'll be alright then.
Yeah. But I'm not going to upgrade my bike.
No, your bike's sick.
Yeah.
I want to get my bike license. That'd be really cool.
Yeah, you should. You really should. It's so worth that.
Yeah. And tattoos. I don't have any tattoos.
No, you don't. And I'm going to get another one of them this year as well.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is amazing footage.
Yeah, a great
oh my
footage
god,
of my tattoos.
This is an audio only podcast. Look at Paul's tattoos, they're amazing.
Yeah. I feel like you don't see many people with colour tattoos these days either.
No.
Because I know, like...
No, you don't, do you?
Got a couple of colour ones.
Let's bleep that name.
Yeah, we'll definitely bleep that name.
I don't know if they want to put their...
I mean, if they come on at any point, they will be putting the name.
Well, yeah, but they're not on it now, and I don't
No.
think they know we're recording a podcast now, so let's not use their real names.
Let's not use their real names. We're going to bleep that out.
Yeah, nobody knows any... Yeah. Let's not use anybody's real names other than ourselves.
Yeah, especially considering where she works.
Or they.
Or they. Or them.
Yeah. I did some homophobic jokes in the first attempt at this, and I love the fact that I just instantly went to they and not he.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to censor myself.
Um.
Anything I do say that offends anyone, I don't care, by the way.
Yeah.
It's a joke.
It is, yeah, exactly.
It's all a joke.
We should specify, Callum is not homophobic, but he's going to make homophobic jokes.
I'm going to make paedophile jokes, I'm going to make...
Little boy comes home from church and he's crying and he says to his mum, the vicar made wash my mouth out with soap and water. And she said, well, did you say a bad word? And he said, no. He said, he told me I had to get rid of his DNA.
Yeah, those kinds of jokes we're going to be making on the podcast a lot, I suspect.
Yeah, there's
Dark
gonna be lots of
humour
that.
is amazing.
Yeah. Yeah,
Nihilism. We could do an entire podcast about
We
nihilism.
could definitely do a
That's
podcast
going to
about
be
nihilism.
episode 3.
Yeah, yeah.
So first episode is hi, welcome to the show. Come get to know us. Second episode, we're going to rip the piss out of Paul's old Christian youth podcast YouTube channel. Third episode is going to be about nihilism and how pointless everything is.
No. But the thing is, what we've got to do, because we're not nihilists.
On different days, I'd agree. I
Yeah,
disagree. I think some days you do just go, it's a bit pointless.
Some
isn't it?
days you are a bit more nihilist. Although I think I'm somewhat, like with my thinking, I'm somewhat thinking more about solipsism than I am about nihilism.
Yeah.
We probably are a bit more nihilist, but less solipsist.
Yeah. I think it varies on a day-to-day basis. It just depends how shit a day you're having.
Yeah. But I mean, I think even in the atheist community, it's rare to come across someone that's purely solipsist, because someone's not going to be like, oh, well, it doesn't matter what I do, I can go murder 50 people, and it's not going to matter because nothing matters. Like those sort of people are rare.
Oh, we're talking about like that deep into it. I was like, oh yeah, nothing ultimately matters, and that's about as far as nihilism as I get.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
ultimately, no, it doesn't matter if I strangle you to death right now. Ultimately, but it does have an effect that your mum's going to be upset.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah. So solipsism is the belief you can do anything you want.
Right. Yeah.
Because it doesn't
nihilism.
matter.
Yeah.
Because nihilism. But,
Yeah.
Like.
Just ignores repercussions for other things, and there's a ripple effect to everything.
Yeah. Because ultimately, I think realistically, lives are the things that matter most.
Yeah. Some lives. Not the
Some
kind
lives.
of priests that need to get rid of their DNA out of kids' mouths, but
Yeah, no,
those
definitely not.
lives
But
don't matter.
yeah, those lives do not matter at all.
No.
Although I think murdering, the death sentence is, as an atheist, I think the death sentence shouldn't be a thing. And there is a reason, because I think it's
I know
too
what you're going to
easy a way
say.
out.
Yeah, I know what you're going to say. Yeah.
Like, make them suffer for the rest of their lives. Put them in a concrete cell with,
Yeah, I agree. I do agree with that.
The only downside is it's then like such a huge waste of resources. It's such like a drain on the resources.
It costs the taxpayer quite a lot to keep prisoners.
It does, yeah.
So maybe, yeah. But at the same time, if you're going to give someone the death sentence because they killed someone, well, no, don't you deserve the death sentence?
Well, yeah. There is that ultimate thing. Although, to be fair, the biggest problem they have in parts of America where there is the death sentence is psychological issues from executioners. Because they suffer with their mental health really badly because they're taking the lives of people.
They've got some form of PTSD, I suspect.
Yeah. So I mean that's a big impacting factor there.
Yeah. We could do a whole episode about that.
We really could.
Yeah, morality is another thing we could talk about.
Yeah.
For a while. Get a couple of beers in, myself and Paul. We'll talk about anything and everything for a few hours.
We will. Yeah.
So we were saying, because we was thinking about starting a podcast for a while, just the chats we've had in the car on the way to different climbing gyms around the place have been fairly interesting. It's like, if only that was recorded.
Yeah, that would make a brilliant podcast.
It would make a brilliant podcast.
And then we went, fuck it, let's buy a mic.
Yeah. We just decided we were going to do it, so we have. What's the time?
It is 5 o'clock.
5 o'clock. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
How long has this been running now?
19 minutes. So
19. We'll go for another like 20, 25. We'll get some food.
Yeah.
So maybe you want to cut that. Maybe leave it in. Leave it all in. It's all good. It's all,
well, you know.
It's all good. We're getting food after this. What food are we going to get?
I don't know. What food are we going to get?
I don't know.
Chinese kebabs.
It's Thursday night. We could, yeah. Tomorrow's Friday, isn't it? Why not? I don't know. Maybe cut this. I don't. Maybe cut it all. Start again. Start again.
No, start from scratch. So what were you thinking food-wise? Were you thinking like... Now we're just going to sit here and talk about food.
Yeah, this get to know us. We like takeaways.
Yeah.
We're not fat, by the way.
No, not
I'm
remotely.
the fittest I've ever been. Always climb in the gym and everything.
Yeah, I think I am close to being fit. Because obviously we both do physical jobs as well.
Yes.
So,
yes.
you know. Because, like, obviously I wear a Fitbit to work because I need a watch. Like, I feel better without
I
a watch.
would love to wear a Fitbit to my work to see how many steps I do every day, but I would break it.
Yeah, mine's scratched to high heaven.
Yeah.
Mine is like... Someone gave it to me. And I was like, oh, I'll wear it to work. Other than that, I had like a cheap sports watch.
Yeah.
Because even in my job, I'll get whacked. So I mean,
Yeah,
for
let's
point of
not-
reference,
let's not-
I work nights in retail. So
Yeah, I was just going to say don't put place names.
yeah, I'm not going
And
to do
let's
that
not
now.
use the name of my employer because they might not like it if somebody's like, oh wait, this guy works for the same company as me, and then I'm going to slag him off in a minute. So
Yeah, I mean, if this takes off, we'll quit our jobs and then we'll tell you where we work.
Yeah.
We'll give you all the insider information.
Podcasting 24/7. Don't know. I
I-
suppose it'd be great crack for a while.
Yeah. For the thing is, if you went 24/7, you then become like a business manager because then you're doing like merchandising and
Yeah.
probably live shows as well. And
Problem is that if you're doing podcasting 24/7, if there's ever a time we're just sat in the flat hanging out playing video games, drinking, whatever we're doing, and there's not a microphone recording it, which could be sat there thinking this is wasted money.
yeah, that's half the problem. Yeah,
That's why, like, I've never, when you were a kid and you watch big gaming YouTubers, you're like, oh, awesome job. All he does is sit there and play video games. But then as I get older, I'm like, how do those people relax?
yeah, because you relax to play video games, don't you? You
Yeah.
play videos to relax.
But
so.
now, what do you do in the evening when there's nothing else to do? Because if you're doing that, you may as well be streaming or recording it. Otherwise,
Yeah.
you're not making any money.
Or just like sitting and
You-
playing. Although I
it's
suppose
an even bigger waste of time.
it still becomes relaxing because once you get that into that rhythm of doing it, and you're so used to like talking to people while you're doing it and stuff like that, it's probably still quite relaxing.
No, take the job side of it out. Like, right, how do I explain this?
Although
If rock climbing, that we
Yeah.
both do as often as we can, if that was your full-time job, if somebody paid you to go rock climbing,
yeah,
which is how you relax, now, okay, he's done paying me rock climbing for the day. If I go rock climb and learn that route now, he's not paying for it, so how do I...
yeah, where's my
It's-
motivation?
Yeah, where's the motivation to
Yeah.
do it? Where's... Yeah, if you start taking money for the thing that you love doing, you're not going to love it as much anymore.
Yeah, I
Do
mean,
you know
there's
what I mean?
certainly that. But then there is also
After
a
a
side
while.
of things where people say, like, if you love what you do, you never work a day in your life.
Yeah, there's that. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's true.
Yeah. Because, like, I know we've discussed, like, we like YouTubers who put a lot of effort into their videos. We like to
Yeah.
see people put... But actually, I've realised in
We already
recent...
mentioned Sergeant Ducky.
Yeah.
Did you see... I don't know if we can actually include this. Like, did you see his video yesterday?
No, I haven't seen it yet.
Ah, it was very good.
Yeah, because I was going to say you might want to move closer. Or you see
Am I
quiet
am
again.
I too?
There we go. You better then.
Fucking hell! How much of this we're gonna cut out?
Oh God knows. We'll soon see.
Oh.
But yeah, I in recent months I sort of realised that gaming YouTubers are actually putting more effort in than what it seems, because essentially not only are you sat gaming and just recording it,
Right.
but then you've got to have all the most recent tech. You've got to be researching the most recent tech. You've got to be researching what games you want to do and what games are popular and what's trending.
Yeah.
You've got to then become a business manager, and then you've got like all your merchandising, and of course eventually you're going to hire an editor, but you've got to do all the editing, right?
Yeah.
But then you hire an editor and you hire a business manager, but you're still overseeing and managing those two people.
Yeah.
So then you're just a manager who plays video games for a living.
And that seems like even more stress, and how do they relax?
Yeah, exactly. So like I've come to have more respect for gaming YouTubers now because
I still
Because
think
of
they're
that.
idiots. I love that there was silence after that. I still think, because you see they're doing all these silly poses in their thumbnails. It's like, shut up.
yeah,
dickhead.
I don't like those types because those types tend to be the ones that want to be really in your face and really.
Yeah.
There are. Obviously, there's two types of people in that sort of industry, I think.
Yeah, because you also get then channels like Frankie on PC, and
Yeah.
everything he does is a fucking movie.
Yeah. And then, like, you've got... So, one I've been watching recently, like, Diesel Designs Gaming.
Any good?
Oh, that's alright. Yeah, he's not bad. My favourite is RCE, Real Civil Engineer.
I used to
he's
be
quite good.
into loads of gaming channels. My favourite was Neebs Gaming, but one of them passed away nearly at the start of this year, and so I stopped watching probably like 2 years ago. I just got less and less interested. Heard the one had an illness, he wasn't very well, and then so I just come back every now and again, and it's like, oh yeah, you're still going? It's alright, yeah. And then I heard he'd passed away, and it's like I haven't watched it since because it's like it's not the same anymore.
No, yeah, it's not the same.
I don't know if that's appropriate to talk about either, but we might have to cut that.
No, I think that's all. The thing is,
Well, this is a getting to know us. This is what we're into. Yeah.
these are the things we're interested in.
I suppose the first podcast I ever listened to would have been over lockdown, and the Ricky Gervais Guide 2 with Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, Carl Pilkington.
Yeah, I've got to listen to that.
Yeah,
It's
I
supposed
think
to be
they
really
came
good.
out in like 2005.
Really? So that's ahead of the game, like
Yeah,
really ahead of the game.
I think like Ricky Gervais, Stephen Merchant, Carl Pilkington. I don't know this for fact, but
I just realised when sat back, I don't know how well that got picked up. But those three sort of pioneered podcasting, in my view, considering like they was done so long ago. And like I don't know, podcasting for me has only been something of the last few years,
Yeah,
2-3 years.
I think
really.
popularity has taken off for it in the past few years. I know podcasting was a thing prior to that because my brother listened to podcasts for years
Oh, right,
and
okay,
years.
fair enough.
But and this is gonna.
What was the first really popular podcast then?
I don't really know.
We could Google it now.
We could,
Do we
yeah.
have anything around us that could be used as
Oh
a...
God
Yeah.
forbid we should have something around us that we could use to do that.
Yeah. Bear with us, everyone. We're turning on our phones.
You could probably hear my phone through the mic. What was the first popular podcast?
You got it, have you?
Podcast, previously known as audio blogs, had its roots dating back to the 1980s
Wow.
with the advent of broadband internet access and portable digital audio playback devices. Do you know what? 1980s internet I do not want to experience.
No.
I experienced earlier 2000s like dial-up, and that was bad enough. I mean, you'd spend an hour sat in
How
front
many
of-
people in the 1980s listened to a podcast?
Yeah.
How
Well,
many?
So
'cause-
this is something I'm going to mention. I'm going to get into this in a minute because I did have another thought on it. But apparently, podcasting began to catch hold in late 2004. There are now more than 115,000 English language podcasts. Wow, it's a lot.
Yeah.
And there was actually a minute ago. Let's see if I can find it. There was a mention of Ricky Gervais on this.
Yeah, the Ricky Gervais show, Ricky Gervais Guide 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, anything with Carl Pilkington in is fucking gold.
So, but yeah, so the thing I was going to mention on it is like what I think is like a precursor to podcasting is and this is going to show my age, but you used to get
Gonna show my age like he's an old man. He is an old man. He's 25.
what so like one we had was do you know War of the Worlds?
No.
You could buy War of the Worlds being read on a CD.
Right.
So it was like an
So it was
audio
an
book
audio
sort of
book
thing,
then, yeah.
but on a CD. Back in the day of CDs.
I used to have those. I used to have like Roald Dahl CD audiobooks.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
like you took kind of thing.
Yes, that would almost be like a precursor to it. But if we sort of add on to that, I think we had a couple of cassette tape ones as well.
Cassette tapes.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, like because I mean I remember using cassette tapes in the car. Like our car had a cassette tape
Fucking
reader.
hell, you're far old.
Yeah, see,
25, though, say 65.
yeah. I mean, it might have just been that we were like outdated, but you know, my dad was a bit of a technophobe, which is strange for someone who believed that aliens brought life to this earth.
That was very strange.
Yeah. There's a name for that as well, and I can't remember what it's called.
Oh, if only we had a way to find that.
But yeah. But I mean, just to add on to that, of his like scale of weirdness, he was also a member of Mensa.
I've heard of Mensa. What's Mensa?
It's an organisation for the people with the top 5% of IQs in the world. Yeah, so he had like the top 5% of IQ. He was an alcoholic, or technophobe who believed aliens brought life to the earth.
Right.
Yeah.
I'm probably in that top 5 as well then.
Yeah. I have his certificate in my safe. I'll have to show you at some point.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Because I've been invited to examine for that.
I don't think you'd pass, Paul.
Do you not?
No.
Well, I mean, I got
Joking,
invited
of
to
course.
examine and do an online one.
Right.
Officially through Mensa.
Yeah.
But like, you have to examine in person to get like a proper score.
Yeah, you do it from home now. Everyone can do it because they've got phone.
Yeah.
Google. Yeah.
But like, yeah, on their web, they sent me a link to the thing and they invited me to examine.
Where'd you have to go for it?
I think there's one they do one in Cheltenham once or twice a year.
Do they?
Yeah.
Ah.
But I see it as purely pointless because IQ means absolutely nothing. It really does mean absolutely nothing.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at the people with the top IQ in the world have like 30 more IQ points than Albert Einstein.
Oh, right, okay.
And these are like average people working average jobs.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, point taken.
Yeah.
IQ doesn't mean anything. So
So-
we learnt something this episode.
Yeah, we did. Yeah. Yeah, so
We're going to have to cut out all the long bits of silence
we are, yeah, just to make it look like
that we've got loads of things to talk about. And
Yeah.
there wasn't just like a 30-minute gap just there. You'll never know.
no, never know at all.
No.
No. Do you know what? I'd like at some point to give you the batshit list and see if there's anything on there you actually believe in.
I don't believe in anything.
No, but the batshit list, it has things on it that would be.
That could be an episode of the show then.
Yeah. I don't know if you can actually download the batshit. Oh, we haven't mentioned it in this. There's Dan Schreiber's podcast where he gets people to do the batshit list.
Oh yeah, we
Yeah.
mentioned that in the failed attempt at this where I was mute.
Yeah. Yeah, the batshit list was interesting. I want to see if you can download it. Because everyone's got a little bit of batshit. Oh, this podcast is called We Can Be Weirdos.
We can be weirdos.
Yeah.
So there's another recommendation. I know I don't really listen to. I listen to those 3 podcasts and then a movie one, but I miss Sunday movies. I'm sure any movie buffs in the audience would know who they are. They're pretty good.
Yeah.
If you're into that sort of thing. Well, it's all. Yeah, no, you can say, oh, this is a good podcast if you're into X, but if you're not into X, then it's a shit podcast.
Yeah. See, I feel like you'd actually be really into like No Such Thing as a Fish and just
I'll have to give it a listen.
just random facts. Literally all they do is like they each come up with a fact every week and they research each other's facts and they just sit and discuss it and make jokes about it, and yeah, it's just quite funny actually.
Oh, okay.
Is
Yeah,
that-
you've told me about No Such Thing as a Fish a few times now. I haven't listened to it yet.
Yeah, no, one of my favourite facts that I now know is because of it, and that's that there's a species of fish that fakes its own orgasms.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Because basically they just when they lay eggs, they shudder.
Right.
And so they'll get together with like a male, and then there'll be other males lying in wait to try and rush in and fertilise the eggs before the male they're with. And so what they'll do is they'll fake the shudder, and then all these other fish will rush in. All the other male fish will rush in.
What? The two of them fuck off.
They'll fight each other, right?
Right.
And then whichever one wins is clearly the most superior male, and then she will actually lay the eggs and allow him to fertilise them.
Oh right. Okay.
Yeah.
There was a your mum joke in there, but I feel like the moment has passed.
Yeah, probably. Yeah.
When there was a big line. Yeah.
Yeah.
The moment's passed now.
That's your mum, isn't it?
How was my mum? Did you say? Or
No, I said that's your mum, isn't it?
Oh right. Yeah.
Saw her last night.
Did you?
Yeah.
She all right?
Yeah, she's good.
That's all right.
Yeah. She was after I was been through it.
That's
Couldn't
okay,
walk very well though.
No.
No.
I must have just missed you. I just come from your mum's.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Had a bit of both, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh. But I think we're sat about 36 minutes. I think we're coming sort of towards the end. We're
Yeah,
sort
this
eking
been
out now, aren't
first
we?
episode now. Yeah, we are eking out a bit.
Yeah. So I think we'll probably leave it there. If you liked it, like.
If you've stuck around this long,
Yeah, if you've stuck around this long,
Thank
you might
you.
think about liking it. Yeah, thank you for sticking around.
Yeah.
Because we've done nothing but talk bollocks.
If you have got to the end of this, what should they do in the comments? There needs to be a code.
There does need to be a code. That's a clever way of doing it.
That's a good idea. Yeah, we've seen that in a couple of podcasts.
Yeah.
The code is how's your mum?
Yeah, how's your mum?
How's
yeah,
your
I think
mum?
that'll do.
Yeah.
Just your code is how's your mum?
So yeah.
Yeah, if you've stuck around this long, thank you for sticking around and put code how's your mum in the comments to let us know that you stuck around.
We'll give you a heart or something, or I don't know. Well, this has been All Crack No Crap episode 1. We'll see you again.
Yeah, hope to see you in the next one. Bye.
Same.